Now for part 2 of my CD collection. So our first CD is the Oyster Band, Holy Bandits. Nice pictures of people in cartwheels. What year is this? 1993. That's another folk band, but a bit punky. A little bit. Here's another very good Kasabian album, Empire. Fold out. I've got the light on today. Yeah, it's reflecting a bit. What year is this to make me feel old? (2006). Came out when I was 18. That's another CD my dad played a lot in the car. Shoot the Runner. Newton Faulkner, hand-built by robots. I remember a lot of adverts on TV for this album. I just keep this album because I really like one song on it. Nice cover. Oh. Let me try turning the light on. I like this. Pirate. A lot of historical characters. Mike's doing a lot better today. This is the song I really like on here, UFO. It's got some funny lines. Lucy Kaplansky, Over the Hills. Struggling to remember this CD. Yes, she's an acoustic singer-songwriter lady, by the looks of it. I think I have another of her CDs. I think. She looks like Julia Roberts. ...2007. Here's a very good album I used to have the vinyl of. Fairport Convention, Legion Leaf. 2009 edition, Island Anniversary. I've seen a few of this label. Remastered. I like how they use the old Island record label. Of course, this is one of your all-time classic British folk albums. Very good album. Love the pictures. 1969. That was a good year for records. Really good. My next door neighbour's drilling, hammering, something. Oh well, sorry about that. Hammering ASMR. Lots of things about English folk customs. Yes, the CDs are making a much quieter closing noise now. I think I got the mic settings right. Oh, 2 in a row. Lucky we got 2 in a row. Now this album is... I think this is their 68 album. It's earlier than that one, I think. Fairport Convention, What We Did on Our Holidays. Remastered with bonus tracks. Again, I used to have the record of this, but not the original. I had the original of Legion Leaf. It's picking up the hammering a little bit, but not too much, I don't think. This label here, I think, is even older than the one with the eye on it. I think this must have been up to 68, if this is a 68 album. I'm just assuming all this, but yeah, that label is definitely older. 2003 remaster. This album isn't as good as Legion Leaf, I don't think. It's a very good album though. Sandy Denny. I used to have all her records, so I was very lucky to get them. Really nice condition. Off someone. Off my dad's landlord, actually. Very lucky. But she's the lead singer of Fairport Convention. Really good. I forgot to do the book, didn't I? Yeah, these are albums that I don't have anymore. Sadly, most of the records I don't have anymore are the better ones because I had to sell them. Shame. I didn't have all of them. Such a long time ago now. Oh, I forgot to put this back. Another very strange noise outside. A sander? I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, it's a drill. I wish I lived in the middle of nowhere. I was waiting for this CD to come up. This is one of my very favourite random find CDs. This is absolutely excellent. And this is another one from that shop of American CDs. And he put £7 on it. And he made you pay this. Actually, he didn't in the end, because I bought a lot. He gave me a discount. But that's why they sat around for years and I could just casually buy them slowly. They were pricey and no one knew what they were. But anyway, Buddy and Julie Miller. Their voices are so nice together. I don't know if they're husband and wife. I assume they've got the same last name, but her voice is very high pitched and his voice is very country American sounding. Just really, really good harmonies. It's a shame more people don't know some of these artists. That's cute. Some monkeys. A frog with a fiddle. High Tone Records. 2001. Made in Oakland, California. Doubt it was sold here. This is one of my very favourite bands from back in the day when I had records, Lindisfarne. I really, really like them. So we've got the best of Lindisfarne. That's about all you can find with a CD. Yeah, the very best of Lindisfarne. It's about all you're going to get on a CD in the wild. Oh, it's broken. Typical. think a lot of people realise how good the back catalogue is of this band. I think they remember the Fog on the Tyne. So many of their songs are really good. Go in, please. ...2003. The Touring Breaks, Ether song. I quite like this band, but the main song of theirs I remember is the 72 song. Not like the Beatles' number 9 song. The chorus is just them saying 72, I think. I don't know why, but that's the one I remember. But it's a good song. Trying not to laugh is very hard. Nice paper booklet. Classic indie CD booklet photography. Oh, I like when this happens in CDs. That's another one of their albums, Jack in a Box. Jack in a Box. That came free at the bottom of the case. There you go. I don't know what the box for that looks like. – 2005. Oh, the back cover's Jack in a Box. Confusing. BDI. Late City Nights. Late City Edition. Now I have to try and remember which one of the Gallaghers this is. I'm gonna say Liam. Can't remember, I'm not super invested. Newspaper looking booklets. Quite like that. Where does it say which one it is? I had a look, it does not say. That's annoying me now. – 2011. I used to absolutely love this album. Moby, play. I love all the samples of old blues music turned into electronic, repetitive stuff. It's a cool theme. I think this is 1999. That's like an educated guess. Horrible Trainers. Yes. Oh, that was lucky. 1999. That was the year I started high school, so I kind of remember the music of that year more than any. Mike Westholm. This guy's a very small artist, but I bought this CD because I found another album of his in that American shop, and it's one of my favourite albums of all time. So I thought I'd try his other albums, but not as good. That one was lightning in a bottle, I think. But he's a very good lyricist. Really good lyrics. Where is he from? LA. I don't think he's from LA. Sounds more deep south. Maybe he lives there now. That's what the address was in the front. Home. Year 2000, printed in the USA. The last song's called In Mississippi. But there's also a song called New Jersey, so I don't know. Oh, and there's also a song called God Is Down in Oklahoma. And the first song's called Americans, so it's about all America, I guess. Another £1 CD. All these with the £1 orange label. I bought them on eBay in a big batch from a CD shop that was clearing them out. And they were all quite common CDs, and they had loads of them. I think they cost me like £20. There were like 200 of them or something. I didn't keep loads of them. Well, I kept a few, but I think I sold the rest in a job lot. Anyway, Ray LaMontagne, Trouble. Can't see the trouble, but I know it's called Trouble. Broken Again. Fan Club. My next door neighbour's taking the bin out. Fan Club, mail off. Leamington Spa? Or is it Leamington? I don't know. I'm not from the south. I assume that's in the south. I'm very well versed in the north. But yeah, this guy's got an amazing voice. This album was very popular. Quite like that old car there. 2004. Well, it's been a long time. The dreaded CD case crack. Especially on a really good album like Nick Drake, Pink Moon. I think I've got all his albums on CD. I did used to have the vinyl, but they're quite valuable, so they had to go in the sell pile. Dali-esque art there. So's the front cover. I do like a bit of inverted photography. I think he has 3 albums, or it might be 4, but I think it's 3. But he died quite young. I think in the early 70s maybe. This island logo, I think it's post. Yeah, it says 1972. I think that's about the time this label came in. I think this label came in around 1972. But they had that label for a long time, that's their classic label. So that album is 1972, so I thought it was a bit earlier than that. Alanis Morissette, Under Rug Swept. I did try some of her other albums, but they're not as good as Jagged Little Pill. It's hard to follow an album like that. Narcissus. Oh wow, that maxed out the mic. Narcissus. Quite like that photo. It's what my hair looks like half the time. A mess. (2002). It's quite a while after Jagged Little Pill then. I don't know why I have this Bloodhound Gang. I think I bought it in the charity shop for a joke. Hey, it's a very, very good, like, riff. Come on. Nostalgia. I'm struggling with this one at the minute not to laugh. This just reminds you so much of a different time you grew up in, the early 2000s. 1999, yeah, the year I started high school again. You just couldn't know. You just could not know. Just a single. This is the most recent CD I've bought. I bought this like 2 weeks ago from the charity shop because when I was very young, let me check the year. 2001, yeah, so when I was 13, when this came out, I absolutely was obsessed with this album. I used to listen to this on my MP3 player. Oh, it's got a hair on it, sorry. Yeah, I used to listen to this all the time, like a corner shop. I think also this has a lot of world music. World music mixed in with electronic stuff. And the big hit single from this was My Culture with Robbie Williams, which is a good song. As I'm reading it, I remember a lot of them. But I have not listened to this for nearly 20 years, probably. So I bought this when I saw it. And it's covered in sellotape, but CDs are always icky. So I don't know if I ever owned the CD. I think I downloaded it onto my MP3 player. I don't remember owning the CD. Yeah, there's some African music and interesting stuff. Nice booklet. Yeah, there's some Indian artists as well. Here's another Badly Drawn Boy. This is their most popular album. 50p even. Yeah, this is the most common album, you see. Again, they have really interesting art. I wish I could get these out elegantly more. It's very difficult. I do like bands that run their artwork along a theme, and then I get annoyed when they sort of change the theme for no reason. But they do run along a theme of their art style. Again, I've not listened for a long time. I don't remember very well. I forgot to say the title, which is amazing. The Hour of Bewilderbeast. Bewilderbeast. Nice. Excel Records. The 2220s. This is blues. Like blues rock. Kind of naughty style blues rock. It's alright. Oh, dearie me. I can't wait till we get to the Digipack CDs. I have many Digipack CDs stored in a different area. This is on Heavenly Records, like Beth Orton, so it must be alright. 2004. Has quite a 2004 look, because do you remember the iPod adverts? Yeah, I see this here. Robert Plant, Now and Then. Oh, that maxed out. Robert Plant. It's really hard with the letter P. Robert Plant. Robert Plant, Now and Then. I did tell you last time that I really like Robert Plant's solo stuff. This is one of his early solo albums. And his perm here has gone a bit more 80s. I think this might be an 80s album, but I think he always had a perm, but it's definitely in a more 80s style here. Just a plain booklet again. Old CDs, you know. Eyelash in there for good luck. On my last video I wished I'd said the years more, because I'm strangely very interested in 1988. I thought it was early 80s, but there you go. A lot of artists from the 60s and 70s, they did very badly in the 80s. But I like Robert Plant's stuff. Although I like his newer stuff better than this 80s stuff. Like when he did more world music and things. I like that more. Here's another Beck, Mutations. I think Beck was going a little bit downhill at this point. I think this one's maybe late 2000s. Oh, 1998. I was very wrong about that one, weren't I? I don't remember this one being like amazing, but I think it's good. Oh yeah, I remember some of the songs. I'm looking on it now. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know what on earth this Tate Gallery monstrosity is here. But there you go. Looks like he went to the Tate Gallery. Nice silvery cover. So that is one of his 90s albums. I didn't realise. Had a mental hole there. So, another nice green CD case. Transparent green. They had a thing for them. So this is another Bruce Cockburn CD. 1996. Yeah, I found them all together, but they're not amazing, but they're not amazing, but they're nice. Folky stuff. An unfortunate name as well. The Charity of Night. That's a really nice CD. It's a constellation. Here's another Enya, The Memory of Trees. And I think I got this from the Music Magpie section at Asda that they have nowadays. Very good little thing they do. Of course, nothing Enya will ever do will ever be as good as the Orinoco Flow, which I love, but it's all the same kind of chill out stuff. Gotta be in the right mood. So if you look at the lyrics here, there's some Irish language, which is very nice language for singing. Is this late 2000s or am I wrong again? Yes, I am. It's 1995. I think it's because of when I learned of the album, that's when it was. The Cores Unplugged. You know, I did get rid of most of their albums because they're poppy albums I don't really like, but I don't know why I still have In Blue. I don't like In Blue, but I like this because they're acoustic, and I really like their Irish folk songs CD. I think I've got somewhere. Stuff that's more Irish, I like. They do a very nice violin playing though. I always find a family band is a strange idea, like, because I have 4 siblings and I can't imagine us working together in a band. 1999. $1999 was the height of that MTV Unplugged phase. I think I've got a couple of them. Some of them were really good. Some of them weren't as good. But I quite like that whole craze of Unplugged. Oh, here we go, the Big Pink. This is another one of them CDs with that one massive song. Massive hit song that was on adverts in the early 2000s. These girls fall like dominoes, dominoes. I can't sing, but yeah, banger. Absolute banger. And then they were gone. See a little clip just flung out of the CD. It's just typical. CD cases are horrific. A brief history of love, which it isn't. There you go, dominoes. Dominoes. These girls fall like dominoes. Repeat. Brackets. Repeat. Very, very blurry nudity. I think it's fine. Does anyone know anything else about them? No. Really nice CD. 2009. College days. Here we go, this is the Enya You Want. This is the Enya You Want, her debut album. The Enya collection. So I have this, I've already shown this. This is this. I've just shown this. This one I don't have. I'm not in a massive rush to get that, but yeah, I don't have that one. This one I have. Those I don't have. Another pull out. Lyrics that you have no chance of reading whatsoever. Look at that font. Yeah, my HD webcam's coming soon. I had problems installing it because my PC's so old. It's being sorted. I was sure Orinoco Flow was on that, but I can't see it. 1988. There. It's number 7. I forgot to put a collection thing back in. Okay, here's another really good, you know, I can't remember what they call this type of music. It's sort of like house music, but it's, I think it's called progressive house. I'm not a total expert in genres of electronic music. I just know I do like this type. Pure Essence, Planet's Helpless. They quite often have, with this type of music, Renaissance theme. Salt and Tappers. Sometimes I just want some of that funky house music. Island Records. They've changed a lot in 60 years. 2002. I thought it was later. 2002 was the height of the Ibiza craze. That was cool. I went to Ibiza at that time, but I was too young to club, and I don't like clubbing. This is one of the few CDs I ever bought because people said it were good. I think I bought this online. The Presidents of the United States of America. Self-titled. Very, very good album. '90s, I think. Very patriotic American flag colours there. Columbia Records. I never tended to like many Columbia artists. Bit poppy, I think. 1995. I don't really know how to describe that music, it's just very interesting. Oh look, a digipack snuck in. Nico case. The tigers have spoken. I did say I have quite a few Nico case. Digipacks are much nicer. 2004 Anti. Anti what? Lady Pilot. Is that the production company? I think I bought this like 5 years ago, and I listened to it a lot. I'm back. I just had an intermission there. Okay, so Pilgrim's Way, Wayside Courtesies. I listen to this a lot. This is a really good English folk album. And I know when I bought this, there was 2 copies. 2 for the price of 1. I always keep both of them because I'm like, what if one of them breaks? Lucy Wright, Tom Kitching, and Edwin Besant. Edwin Besant's a good folk name. Nice tweed jacket and flat cap. Classic. By Fellside Records, Cumbria. Small label. Judy Collins, Wildflower. I think this is a double set with, yeah, no one knows where the time goes. Yeah, very nice 60s folk singer. Very psychedelic dress. That's the other vinyl cover. They're both on one CD. 2006. And we get the Elektra record label. A bit of a theme there. These two girls, I really like their first two albums. I think the first album I don't have anymore, but that one's really good. I think that one's just called Puka. And this one's called Spinning. But these are so creative, they're really, really good. 90s duo. These are the closest thing that remind me of Björk. Quite interesting lyrics. Very random words, like what Beck does. '97. I'd quite like to listen to that again. It's been a while. Jet, Get Born. This is not really my kind of thing, but I just kind of like this album. Be my girl. I mean, that song has an excellent riff, come on. Oh, I like that picture. Classic early 2000s rock. Nice little pull-out. Looks a bit like Revolver there, doesn't it? I think it's in a random case. I don't think it had a second CD. I like the CD as well. It actually looks quite 60s. It's another Indigo Girls. Rites of Passage. these a couple? I'm not sure. She looks very early 90s there. 1992. The mom jeans. Yeah. I don't know why I have these Indigo Girl promos, but I do. Okay, this is like a 60s album that's really valuable on the vinyl. It's like one of the most valuable vinyls. It's like £1,000. But I really like this album, so I bought the CD online. But it has the most psychedelic cover ever, but it's not a super psychedelic album. It's really, really good lyrics though. July. Come on. July are a very unusual and different kind of group. They are 5 boys who are completely absorbed in experimenting with music and musical sounds. For the past 6 months, they have been completely detached from the outside world, concentrating only on producing songs that are musically acceptable to themselves. They are not at least interested in what anyone else in the business is producing. Yeah, obviously they didn't sell tons of copies because the vinyl's quite rare. Aftermath. Here's another Mark Knopfler and Emmylou Harris. What a really great pairing. All the road running. Emmylou Harris, one of the best country singers. Whoops. They're a bit older here. (2006). This is really good. We're halfway there. I think this is quite similar to that last one I just showed. Another Alison Krauss and Union Station. Paper Airplane. I think I heard about these from the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack, which I don't think I have that CD anymore. A lot of CDs, I put them on an iPod and I got rid of the CDs. Nice pictures. Nice old wallpaper pattern. (2011). Yeah, I remember a lot of them songs. Keane, Under the Iron Sea. I used to like Keane. I really like his voice. He's got like a posh, angelic kind of voice. Not like most bands of that time in Britain. Nice pull out. Very nice. Lyrics. ...2006, I think that's a little bit after their big time. They were really big with Somewhere Only We Know, which was everywhere. Whoops. This is another one of like the 3 or 4 really good Kings of Leon before I think they did go downhill a bit. They were so good at the beginning when they were very like southern rock sounding. Because of the times. Another CD I recognised from my dad's little plastic wallet he had in his car. With just the CDs in. They never said anything really on them. But I recognised them all. It was a big thick glossy booklet. I was hoping for pictures. Here we go. My wish is granted. These really look like, in the mid-2000s, movie posters were all red and black and shadowy. Movie posters all look like that. Camaro. She looks so cool in her new Camaro. It's black as coal and it goes, boy, it goes, goes, goes. ...2007. Big, horrible sticker mark. Okay, this CD I found by accident and I really liked it. There's a song on here and it does auto-tuning. It does auto-tuning and it's like a folky album until then. And it sort of uses it like Cher did back in the day on Believe as an effect. And I was like, what? Isn't this a 90s album? That's really early auto-tuning. And I think they were experimenting with it. Yeah, it's 1999. I think Cher's album were 98, and that were the first big hit of auto-tuning. So, they were quite early with that. 2 fan club mail-offs. One Parrot Lullaby, The Folk Implosion. And I think the band is the folk implosion. I thought One Part Lullaby was the band. I really like it. This is the song with the auto-tuning, Easy LA. Easy LA. It's another beautiful day. LA, alright. Cold like the desert at night. Cold like the desert at night. Frank Black and the Catholics, Show Me Your Tears. I think this is the guy out of the Pixies. I hope I'm right, I'm just talking here. I don't really like the Pixies. Yeah, I think I found this and I thought it was alright. (2003). Here's another good Moby album. I don't think his later stuff is as good, but this is one of his earlier things. Everything is wrong. He's a big vegetarian promoter. Doesn't put it in the music as much as they'll like Morrissey. Thanks to Jesus Christ. Is it an award ceremony? When it's cold, I'd like to die. That's the most depressing song I've ever heard. (1995). So this is before Play. I think Play was his big breakthrough, more than this. Eels, Shoot a Nanny. Shoot a Nanny. I love that. I don't like just black album covers. I'm like, put some effort. Do not touch the knobs. Very true. It's the worst thing you can do. Do not touch people's knobs. (2003) again. A lot in the same range because they're CDs. I don't think this is one of my favourites of theirs. Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline. It doesn't say there, but I know. Yeah. Nashville skyline. I don't like all his stuff, but I like the country vibe stuff. I don't mind his voice. And 1969 again, of course. Great year. Great year in music. I think this is Nick Drake's last album, but he might have had another, I just can't remember. 5 Leaves Left. Got that old island logo again. That's older than 69. Oh wait, 70. Maybe they used that in 70. My stepdad's down there shouting. Can't get no peace. Lyrics. What a super nice songwriter. Capercaillie, Secret People. I'm not sure if you pronounce it Capercaillie, but it's kind of spelled that way, so. If you hear background talking, that's ambience. Didn't I say last time I like a bit of inverted photography? There we go. Really, really like Capercaillie. Overall, I think they're the most consistent of like the Gaelic sort of modern 90s stuff. 1993. These everyone's decided they hated lately, but I liked this album at the time. I think this is quite a good album, but I didn't like any of their other stuff, but I do think this is a good album. Mumford & Sons, Sigh No More. I think pretty much all the songs are good on this. I know people find them a bit pretentious now. Fun fact, my dad owned a truck that was owned by one of the band members of this band. And then I owned it. See, here's one of Moby's slightly worse, more modern albums. I still don't mind a bit of this. Okay, I've got this, I've got this, I've got that, I've got that. I don't have that one. I don't believe I have that one. Well, I can send off for it. Hotel. 2005. I really don't remember. I think it's quite unmemorable. This is a pretty recent album, but this is really good. I think I might have bought this in HMV. Layla Diane, The Pirate's Gospel. Oh dear. Really nice photography. That's very basic for a modern pull-out. Quite nice. "2006, I thought you were more modern than that. I thought it were 2010s, but there you go. I think I get confused of when I discover things. This is Kasabian's debut album. This is a stunning album. This hits you in the face with We Are Here. Really, really good album. It's very different from their later stuff, which is more rocky. This is a lot more techno. A lot of the rocky bands of this time had these pull-out serious band face photos. I think this guy's called Sergey. Sorry, I'm so bad at names. I forget the other main guy. "2004. Cracked Again. David Bowie Hours. I quite like this. His stuff's all very different, but I quite like this. It looks like sort of 90s him, cradling now him. It's one of his much later albums. This time I know it is. I remember in Zoolander when he had the curtains like this. The curtain hairstyle. He did change a lot for the fashions of the time. Is this around the time of Zoolander? That were 2001. 1999. I didn't know about that at the time. I don't think kids were very into David Bowie at the time. Steve Earle, Trainer Coming. Steve Earle, always good. Bluesy kind of stuff. This ain't my unplugged record. I made most of these songs before I was plugged in the first place. I hitchhiked to Nashville from Texas in November 74. That's such a cool thing to do. Like, yeah, I would drop that. Yeah, back in 74 I hitchhiked from Texas to Nashville. It's like, you know, you're earning your place as a blues man. Oh, Emmylou Harris is in this, I didn't realise. 95. This album I like too, I've had this ages. Stephen Fretwell, Magpie. I don't have any other of his stuff. Singer-songwriter type thing. Monsieur et Madame, écoutez bien. I can't do French, as we learned from my Tristram Shandy reading. 2004. I think this is the CD that has the song about fat mustachioed men in suits. I remember that. This is another great debut. The Black Keys. Oh wait, this is a compilation. This looks exactly like the cover of their debut album. Tricked me. Mojo compilation. I have the real album somewhere. .2011. Here's another Oyster band. It's another band that I got all their CDs in like a pile. And they're okay, but they're not my favourite. I think they're a little bit punky. I don't like anything punky. Damn punk kids. So I've showed this one, I have this. I've got lots of their albums, but I don't recognise these. Edgy. Look, they're edgy. Ludicrously cheap. I think they're one of them like socialist bands who put do not charge more than something on their CDs. Like oh, what's that guy called? I don't really like him. Bragg, something Bragg. Billy Bragg. Yeah, here's another one of theirs. Ride. Ludicrously cheap again. That one's 89. And they were all together. Here I stand. I'll have to listen to these again. I don't like most people, I don't listen to music on CDs a lot anymore. Even most of these, I uploaded them to my iTunes. And I don't really listen to that anymore because I listen to Spotify. But I still want the CDs. I've got rid of too many already, I want them back. Yeah, they're all guys. I do like a bit of a female lead. They're a bit like a budget Pogues, I think. I'm being very mean to the Oyster Band. I mean, I like them. $99. Gemma Hayes, The Roads Don't Love You. This is a poppy country CD, I think. The line between country and pop has got very close. Another nice squeaky paper. $2005. Don't remember any of the songs, or do I? Vaguely. Oh, here it is. This is my favourite Eels album by miles. I absolutely love this one. I don't think it's one of their bigger albums, but this is my favourite. Love every single song. Soul Jacker. And also the extra EP it came with. That's even better than the album. And look at this little dog. He's being kidnapped, I think. Remember Off by Heart, remember off by heart, remember off by heart. I won't keep saying it, but I do. Every single song. This is the only one I'm not remembering. Jungle Telegraph. Looking at the lyrics, I do remember it. Not as much as the other songs. I might skip that one, maybe I don't like that one. Two CDs. The 22 Miles of Hard Road EP. This is so good. All 4 songs on that are epic. 2001. You little punks think you own this town. What was I just saying about punks? That's the lyric of the first song, Dog-Faced Boy. You little punks think you own this town. I just realised when I was editing my last video that they're on DreamWorks Records, and Shrek is a DreamWorks film. That's why they got the gig as the Shrek soundtrack people. It just clicked. Florence and the Machine, Lungs. I do not like their later albums, but this is you can't deny this album is good. rabbit-hearted girl. I can't tell much of what she's saying to sing the song, so I'll spare you. I know the song, I just can't tell what she's saying. I think she says, Midas is king, and he something turns me to gold, something. It's one of them, I can't tell her lyrics. Dog days are over. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father. Or is it from? I think it would be a lot cooler if it was run fast from your mother. Like, get away. Sale price, £7. Gregorian chants. I actually really like Gregorian chants, but I usually listen to these. There's a lot of YouTube channels that do really good medieval music. Sung by the choir and monks of Farnborough Abbey. So it has real monks, that's nice. No pictures of the monks. $1994. We're nearly there. Here's Never Knowing the Whale. The first days of spring. Look, he still has his camera and his phone separate. They missed an opportunity to put a picture here. I think everyone thinks they're the Beatles. Another nice, crispy booklet. They're a kind of fluffy band, right? Nice. Happy music. 2009. Yeah, if you look at the song titles, they're like love songs. First Days of Spring. My Broken Heart, I Have Nothing, Our Window. Love of an Orchestra. Stranger Blue Skies. My Door is Always Open. This is a CD of an old 70s English folk band, I think. Did I already say I have a major weakness for people in medieval clothes? I always have. I have a problem. Golden Bough, the Boatman's Daughter. $1983. I guess it's an early 80s album. I thought it were 70s. There you go. This has Blackjack Davy on, of course. The Witch of the Westmorelands. The Blind Harbour of Lochmaben. I love it. This is one of the CDs from back in the day that they obviously didn't put much effort into the artistry of the CD. It's just print the lyrics in Times New Roman on a white background. Okay, done. Nancy Griffith, Late Night Grand Hotel. I used to really like Nancy Griffith. Nice country singer. It looks a lot better out of the Mankey case. CD cases, it's terrible. Could buy new ones, but can't be bothered. My favourite song by Nancy Griffith is the Ballad of Robert Wintersmith. I think it's called. I love that song. 1991. This is the Dubliners' debut album. I think I found this somewhere, probably a car boot. Seems like the kind of thing you could get at a car boot. The Dubliners with Luke Kelly. Was that Luke Kelly a member? Maybe not then. Not sure what year this album was originally. Said something about 66. It says the band formed in 62. This is their debut, so they were signed to Transatlantic in 63. It's probably about 63 then. So. I'm not even sure how many of them are still alive. I really liked this when it came out, Jake Bug. He's a great artist. Especially for the times that you were in. It was not the best times for chart music. He looks so young. Like 15 or something. I don't know how old you were. (2012). Lightning Bolt. Epic song. Vashti Bunyan, Look After Ing. Actually. It was the next one. This is her main album. I used to have a modern vinyl of this. But someone really wanted to buy that off me. Just Another Diamond Day. This is one of my favourite albums ever. This is beautiful. very angelic voice. And the story behind the album's really amazing because she travelled the country in a caravan. Like a horse-drawn caravan with a dog, or maybe a couple of dogs, for several years. Oh, it says here. She travelled in an old green wagon fleeing London for the Outer Hebrides. Halfway they stopped for winter at a friend's house. Vashti's songs may seem unreal to urbanised listeners, but they should listen with open hearts and minds. I have never known anyone whose music is so completely a reflection of their life and spirit. 1970. Yeah, that's when the album came out. It's like lightning in a bottle, authentic. There's her caravan. I think she wrote all these songs while she was travelling in that caravan. And they're just about life travelling through rural Britain in 1970, around that time. 60s. This is an album she put out a lot later when that album became popular again. Look After Ink. 2005. Yeah, she had a little comeback because that album really took off lately. And she put out another album. Some Running Greyhounds. This is Capercailly's first album, and there's all kinds of lines and dots and accents and yeah, I don't know how to say it. This is really good. I've been forgetting the name of this genre of music the whole time I've been talking. I think it's New Age Celtic. Officially, I think that's what it's called. Glasgow. I thought they were Irish, but maybe they're Scottish, I'm not even. I don't read. 1994. It's another one of their albums, Nadora. Really great, like, jigs, reels. Looking very, very 90s there. Okay, so I have this, I have that, I have that. I have that one. I don't think I have them too. Or that. Year 2000. They were still looking very 90s though, but yeah, year 2000. This album's a bit similar to the Buddy and Julie Miller album. Like, it's a man and a woman with really amazing contrasting voices. But this time it's a British band. I'm not sure now, is it a British band or is it American? I should remember that, but it's just left my mind. Isabel Campbell and Mark Langan. Ballad of the Broken Seas. I'm sure it's British. They have an American plug socket. Although they are on a boat in this picture. Motel, we're getting more clues. I know I really like this album, so I need to listen because I can't remember. Nice goatee. (2006). This is the last CD in this pile I've brought out. One Fell Swoop, Crazy Time. This is good country folk stuff. Year 2000. This is definitely American. I'm still really upset with myself that that last one completely slipped my mind. There we go. We'll do some more another time. Thank you.